Okay, so I'm in Houston, Texas, and I ain't got money. I ain't got money to travel around like that, and I'm calling people, trying to get people to help me get stuff sent to their address, like ID or whatever. It's not happening. Ain't nobody hit me up. And let me just go into some details. I got this Bible right here, y'all, because first of all, it's something playing in the background, but this woman, Cynthia, she threatened to molest my son with his father, Austin John Meador, and the Conroe Police Department. I mean, I shot Austin in the leg in self-defense, and I am pregnant and abused, and they took my little boy while I was in the jail. And Cynthia, Austin's mother, she's a white racist Klans woman. She's a witch in a coven, and they molest children, especially black children whose mother shot their white son. And she threatened to molest my baby. She was doing witchcraft while I was in the jail, heavy witchcraft with Austin and Joseph, saying that they will molest my son. It was a lot of them that said they would do it with Cynthia. It was an entire little ritual that these wicked people were doing, and she had some of my family involved to help her get my son for her in Austin. And she had my family involved with trying to help her kill me, put a hit on me in the jail for protecting myself and shooting Austin in the leg. And as a mom, you know, when I get on these videos, sometimes I think about, oh, how people gonna look at me or what they saying about me. But then as a mom, when you sitting back knowing that this gang member Austin is a convicted felon, and he threatened to molest my son because I shot him in the leg while he was attacking me. He was attacking me and my son. And so now they got my baby, and then it's like, you threaten to do this to me. It's like, well, you trying to prove you a mobster, you trying to prove you a gangster, you trying to prove this your country by threatening to molest a little kid, you know, the police, or you trying to prove you devils by having me in the jail cell in the Montgomery County jail, and then threatening to molest my son with Cynthia Olvera. So you gonna try to go behind my back and molest my baby. And Cynthia was saying that Austin was gonna hand him over to let people molest my little boy so he could be in the Illuminati with these white people that was racist and that wanted to retaliate against me because I shot a gun, because I shot Austin in the leg, because the bullet was still in his leg, and that they were going to cover up the truth with my family. They were going to cover up my pregnancy. They were going to cover up that he was abusing me in my house. They was going to cover up all the holes in my apartment. They was going to cover up the 911 calls. They was going to cover up witnesses. They was going to cover up his record, that he was on probation for assault. They was going to cover up all of this, and then turn around and molest my son and threatening they threatened to kill him and rape him and do all this stuff to him. And it's like, okay, if you threaten to do that to my son, well, you don't even need to have him. There's no cover up. There is no cover up. So she went through a courtroom to try to say I didn't have nowhere to stay when I first got out the jail, and this was after she threatened to molest my son doing all this witchcraft. So that's why I got my Bible, because she told me she was going to hell, and Jesus was on my side. And I don't know what's going on, because God said my son better be alive when they staged to have me put out of this shelter in Atlanta, Georgia. And so they had my family helping cover up my pregnancy and not answering the phone to help me. That was the main role that they had my family playing during this little ritual that they was trying to do when she threatened to molest my son and murder me. So Cynthia threatened to molest my little boy, male-born Halo Meador, and murder me in the jail cell, have a hit put out on me, and kill me pregnant in the cell for shooting Austin in the leg with the police involved. And then she threatened to molest my son with Joseph and Austin while I would be being killed pregnant in the jail. And they was trying to go through with the murder before my trial about my charges that they dropped. So I made it out the cell, and I never seen my son again. Like, I talked to him on the phone the month that Tracy said she didn't have to give my son back, 3 months after I got out of the jail, December 2019. He sounded like he wanted me to come get him, and I know why, because they child molesters, you know. And at the end of the day, a child can love you, smile, whatever, and you never know what somebody done did to him. She said she was going to do it. They said they were going to do it. They don't need to have my child, according to God. And God said he better be alive, because I was putting out the information about everything when I got to Atlanta, Georgia. And I just got back in Houston. I came from Houston. Family members are involved, luring me places out of Texas, claiming to help me, and then trying to set me up in Arkansas. And then I went to Atlanta, and they did it all out there. So now I'm back because God even showed me a vision of me running, and there's something on my video, my music video I did, and my little boy was there, and then I seen a black man chasing me, and he was like a pedophile. And they got black men involved that are pedophiles, but I'm not gonna get off of the topic. So Cynthia kept my son even after I was released.